I am Christian.
And I'm Angela, and we are married
and bored. Welcome, everybody, to a very special episode of the Married and Bored podcast. Ange, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm stretching while you intro. This is like a sport. Podcasting is like...
So you got to get your stretches in?
Yeah.
Like the one where the basketball players like lay on their backs and then they have a trainer like put their leg over their head.
Yeah, so that someone's stretching for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Well, no, because you are across the room from me, not stretching for me.
No, well, welcome everybody. As always, we say it's a special episode because, well, it is a special episode because we can call it that. But in reality, why are we doing this episode today?
Well, because we want to talk to them about games, but mostly because it's near our 3rd anniversary of doing this podcast.
I know, that's pretty wild.
Isn't that
3
crazy?
years. We started this podcast way back. I don't know if you guys can remember this far back. October 2019.
Yes.
Little did we know what the future had held for us.
No, we didn't.
2019 seemed so bright.
And then there was 2020.
And then there was 2020.
But, we persevered. And you all persevered out there as well. And then we came through. And now we're on the other side here.
Yeah, so 3 years is pretty crazy. We thought it'd be a good opportunity to just talk about that. Mm-hmm. And just some things specifically maybe in this past year that kind of stuck out to us in terms of our show, some games we've played. This is kind of like an end of the year show, but not really. It's like a reminiscent.
Yes, but we're also going to chit and chat about other games.
This is like a reunion. So like if Boy Meets World cast gets together, they're like, oh, remember that episode where Corey and Topanga were like, nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
And then Sean's like, yeah, I got long, cool hair.
Yeah, it's like the Friends reunion on HBO.
Well, I think Boy Meets World would be a better one.
Okay, got it.
But anyways, Ange, what do you want to start with? We could talk about whatever we want to talk about.
I want to start with BGG Secret Santa.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot to start because I think as of the release of the show, it's closed. You cannot enter anymore.
You can't enter anymore.
You should have done it. We warned you
on our Instagram
episodes.
stories. Yeah.
But man, what fun. Oh, what fun it is.
It is to be a part.
Yeah, we've done this. This will be our 3rd year doing it, right?
Yeah, or maybe 4th?
Yeah, something like that. But we have so much fun doing this. And we haven't had a dud year. I know it's a possibility that it could happen, like where somebody doesn't follow the rules and you don't get, maybe what someone signed up for. Right. You're supposed to sign up for a minimum purchase of $50.
Correct.
So that's a standard board game.
Yep.
And we'll talk about later in the show that you can find that almost anywhere now.
I know.
So like you put something on your wish list on BGG and you're going to get something from that list. Hopefully. Yep.
So let's talk about our list because the minute the sign up or registration came out, you texted me, Christian.
I did.
And we need to update our wish list on BGG.
Well, the reality is I add stuff to it throughout the year just so that I can come back to something and be like, oh, what's up with this?
Okay.
And so it's not really, I don't use it as a true wish list except for right now.
It's more like a note to remember things.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I heard about this game on whatever.
Yes.
I'll tag it so I can come back to it.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about that's on our BGG wish list for our Secret Santa?
I think a couple that I added that I am looking forward to possibly getting. I put, oh my gosh, where'd it go? The Wolves.
Oh, yeah, the new one.
Yeah, from Pandasaurus Games. It looked very interesting. I saw it a few weeks ago and I was like, oh, what's this about? And it's like, oh, you build a pack and then go hunting. I was like, yes.
That's cool.
This is very cool. And so it looked really cool. So that one's on there. Very interested in playing that one. Mm-hmm. And another one that I will throw out there is Everdell, the Belfair expansion.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I I think I've told this story before. When I was at Gen Con, we decided
yes.
that I was going to buy one Everdell expansion.
Yeah.
And they didn't have Pearlbrook, which is super popular. So it was between
Right.
Belfair and the one I can't think of with the mountains.
Why am I blinking too?
That never happens.
It'll come back to us.
Spirecrest.
There we go. There
And
it is.
So I asked the guy, which one's better? And he's like, oh, Belfair. And he's like, this one has a bunch of cards and some meeples. And then he said Spirecrest has like big meeples you can ride. And I was like, that one. We're doing that one.
So your favorite is Belfair, but I'm going to do Spirecrest.
But anyways, it adds, come to find out that it does add a lot of cool stuff to the game. So
Yeah.
just looking to see how that would change an Everdell experience. Because I'm always looking to make that game better. Not that it's a bad game, but I just don't get it yet.
Okay, yeah.
It's slowly coming to me.
I think it's more complex than I originally thought.
Sure. How about you?
I've got a few I'm looking forward to. Wonderland's War
Oh, yeah.
is jumping out to me just because I'm interested in the theme, but then I thought, it's probably, it's a war game, so I'm not going to be too interested in the mechanics. But then I've read things that people have posted on Instagram, and it seems like something I would enjoy.
And it's Alice in Wonderland, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then also Honey Buzz.
Honey Buzz.
Honey Buzz. Buzz. I have seen the artistry behind like what is it? Are they like honeycombs or I don't know? They're tokens that are in the game.
Yeah.
Resin or something.
They look like little blops of honey.
Mm-hmm. And it just looks fun. Just looks cute. And that's what the two I'm probably looking forward to the most.
Yeah. I think we have a good list here. Some other ones that people might know are Guild of Merchant Explorers.
Yep.
We threw Twilight Inscription on there. That was a big one this fall.
That's right.
Tapestry from Stonemaier. And what else, Angela?
Beyond the Sun, which Christian was first interested in, but then he found out it was worker placement and told me, you'll probably win this game.
Yeah.
So
It's slowly moved down the list.
Oh, you know what I don't see on our list right now, Christian? Grand Austrian Hotel or Grand Austria Hotel?
Oh, you mean this one right here that's on the list?
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah. So
why do you want? I have no idea what this game is.
Well, this is our friend James, who came to one of our game nights.
Yep.
Told me that I would enjoy it based on. I don't know what we were talking about.
Worker placement.
Gollum. Yeah. So we were talking about another game, and he said, "Oh, then you would like Grand Austria Hotel." And then I said, "Oh, you know what? I think I remember seeing pictures of this." And so it sounds cool, like meeting guest needs and trying to keep them satisfied before they fall off the board or...
It seems like you've never played this, but Overcooked, the video game, where you try to get orders out before the people get mad.
I've seen you play it, yeah.
Yeah, well, so we'll probably add one or two as we get closer to the end of the season.
Yeah.
And the submissions close and we get sent our Santa and we get sent to someone else.
Yes.
But yeah, if you have any suggestions on what we should add, let us know. We have a couple days and we're excited. It's always fun to get something that you kind of expect, but you don't know like which one is it?
And also, you don't have to give off the list. I mean,
no, it's just highly suggested. Yeah.
You could veer off the list, which we did last year, actually. We got our Secret Santa. We gave 2 games on her list, and then we just threw in the crew because...
That's true, but she did say that she was a very new gamer.
True.
And the odds of her having the crew were probably pretty low.
That's true.
And we just took a $15 chance. Like it wasn't...
Yeah.
Wasn't like we got her a wingspan just on a whim.
So we like building the boxes to send to someone too. It's fun.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of Secret Santa and the whole holiday season, I want to mention the Exit Advent Calendar.
Oh, yeah, we did one of these last year.
Yeah, so I just want, if people don't know about it, Exit, the brand of games, does like escape room boxes.
Yeah, I think Cosmos does it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And they have, well, I think last year, was it their first?
I honestly don't know. That's the first year that we've been made aware of it.
That's true. Okay, so last year we were gifted their Advent calendar, and it was really, really fun. So every day you do a little escape room puzzle.
Yeah, it's a riddle.
Yeah. And you have to, there's all sorts of things. Sometimes you're cutting the box, and sometimes you're ripping up cards. And
manipulating the box itself was super cool, and I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah. Everything was fair game. So like even the description of the advent calendar on the back of the box, and like you had to use the whole package, and we really enjoyed it as a family. Our kids got into it, and it kind of became something that we would spend 15 minutes on every day together, and they still talk about it. Yeah,
I think at the beginning of December last year I was sick for a couple of weeks. And so I didn't do it all with you guys. And because of being sick, it was hard to do it every day. But you guys would stack them up and do like 4 in a row. And I remember hearing you guys do that in the other room, and like,
oh yeah, we loved it.
I had a good time.
So if you have never heard of it, like we hadn't heard of it until last year, I would look up the Exit Advent Calendar.
Yeah.
They have a new one this year.
That's true.
But of course, if you've never done it before, you can pick whichever one you want.
Pick either one. We did the one that was based on the mountains. If you look at I don't know what it's called off the top of my head.
A cave.
Yeah, there's a cave, and there's like a mountain on top of on the box. And the new one, I think, has a cabin. So you can check that out. But they're really fun. They're not difficult. I kind of wish they were a little more difficult, but I understand, like, for kids and families, you don't want it crazy hard.
Oh, interesting.
And also you have to have like 24 of these things.
I felt like some of them were really difficult.
Some of them were hard, but I think also at times we were overthinking it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or like it just, even though it said we could manipulate whatever we want, we were just like, once we cut this box.
Yeah, we're like, surely it doesn't mean stab it with a knife and make an X in the back of it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, it actually does.
Yeah. Well, it just seemed like you can't rewind that. So we just were paralyzed with fear.
It's like the legacy game, that first game of Seafall.
Oh, man.
Where we had to rip up our character.
Spoiler. Spoiler alert.
No, look, no one played Seafall, so it's fine, including us.
Okay.
Jason, I'm sorry we never finished.
All right, so what do you want to talk about, Christian?
Well, let's talk about the big... the stress in my life right now.
Oh, wow. Are we going off topic with
so I'm going to lean back. I'm going to lean back in this like recliner chair, and you can be my counselor.
Okay, let's do it. I'm here for you.
I'm trying to get rid of some games. And
yes, you are.
And I don't know which ones to get rid of.
Uh-huh.
Or how to do it.
Yeah. Well,
help me.
Here's the deal. Why don't you give them a little backstory about the difference between your ability to get rid of things and my ability?
Well, I have no ability.
Okay.
Right?
So that's just a really quick synopsis.
Yeah, if you, Ange, look around this room, my office that we're sitting in right now.
Yep.
There's about, I would say, 15 things that you'd be like, why does he have this?
Oh, or just I would throw.
Like what? What's one?
Well, here's an empty...
Yeah, but that's literally garbage. I'm not keeping that for sentimental value.
Oh, so you don't just mean the mess.
No, that's just the mess.
That's just the mess. Okay. Then maybe... I don't know if I could name 15.
What about the hockey puck?
I think you need to get rid of the hockey puck.
Yeah, I don't know why I have it, but my dad gave it to me forever ago.
There's no signature on it.
No.
So... Neither of us play hockey.
It's a genuine NHL hockey puck, though. Who else in Arizona has one? Like 4 people.
Yep.
They've never seen ice.
Your old AirPods case?
No, there's actually AirPods in there.
But you don't use them.
No, but they're still working, kind of.
Okay.
Give them to the kids, maybe.
I thought, okay, I would get rid of the SpongeBob figurine that is broken.
Yeah. Our son painted that.
Yep. There's so many things. So anyway, he has trouble getting rid of things.
Found a great one. Hold on.
Oh, no. What is it?
How about this? Hold on.
That's fine. You can
This is fine?
He has Micro Machines from 1980.
From when I was a kid.
Yep. So
But they're in a glass display jar. It looks really neat.
Absolutely. That's why I said you can keep them.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I was serious. You can definitely keep those because it looks retro.
Okay.
So it's design.
Yep. My goal is to make this look like a 1988 bedroom. So like Stranger Things, like Mike's room.
Oh, okay.
Cool, right? So I have a really hard time getting rid of stuff. I like to collect. That's just, I think my mom taught me that. Mm-hmm. She likes to collect stuff. And so like I remember as a kid, she just brought home once like yo-yos, like 4. She's like, here, you could start a collection.
There you go.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then it was like tops.
Oh, tops.
I did some tops, like retro tops for a while.
Okay.
This is really strange. And
Pogs?
Then, of course. Baseball cards, Pogs.
Yeah.
Right now I'm doing records. That's like my big thing.
Yep.
And board games. Doy.
So, on the, what is it? The culling shelf that we have maybe tried to get rid of.
Yeah.
Oh, we got rid of 2 of them.
I forced a game on my friend.
Oh, you forced one. Okay. So what did they take?
So my friend from work, I showed him a picture of ones I was be willing to get. And he just said, can I have these 3? And I said, yep.
What were they? Do you remember?
Villainous.
Okay, yep.
Which I was totally okay with.
Yep.
I think he took Treasure Island, which I'm kind of bummed about. Because I never got to experience the whole thing.
We just don't have the opportunity to play that much.
No, I know. You don't like it, first of all.
First of all. Yeah, I would never choose to play it 2-player.
No, 2-player for sure. And we just never got it out with our group that we have now.
Yeah.
So, and then they took another one, and I don't remember. Oh, Time Stories.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a fun experience, but I wasn't looking to go back and do it again.
Yeah.
Even with other stories. It was
Agreed.
Cool. It was
Agreed.
Cool. And then another friend of mine took The Godfather Corleone's.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
That was a fun one. We just don't play it.
Yeah. Wasteland Express Delivery Service is on the shelf.
Yep.
Narcos, a hidden movement game, which...
I bought that one for like $12.
I mean...
We got our money's worth.
Yeah, totally. Some of these are not bad games. They're just not... We're not playing them.
They're not shelf-worthy.
For us. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else we have on there.
I put the Warcraft Pandemic game. I bought that on a whim.
That's right.
Because I wanted to do a show about it because I was in a nostalgic mood with that. And we just never really played that one either. And it is just Pandemic.
Right.
With Warcraft people. And
we have a handful more that we're not mentioning, but how have we tried to get rid of them?
So I've done, I do an Arizona board game Facebook group.
Yes.
And they specifically, it's buy and sell.
Okay.
So I've posted it there. And for some reason, I get like 0 bites. Well, that's not true.
All the time, right?
So I've sold a few things before, but this go around, like nothing. One guy asked a question. He said, what expansion do you have for Chronicles of Crime? And I was like, the one that's listed in the picture. Like, it's in the picture, bro. Like, just look. Those are the kind of responses I'm getting. So or like the low balls where they're like, I'll give you $5. Oh, it's like, well, maybe, but I'm not going to drive out to Tempe to give you this.
No.
That's like 20 minutes from here.
So how else do you...
I don't know. We could go to a used bookstore.
That's true.
The local one, Bookman's, we've gone to a couple times. They take games, but they might not take that much anymore because last time we were there, they had so many.
That's right.
They had tons. So I don't know. I'm fine just giving them away to friends if they want them, and I don't know, maybe they just go to they were in the garage, and I tried to clear out space in the garage so that we could put other games in the garage.
That's how it is. We have a lot of games that we want displayed. So there's what would you say? There's 3 tiers in our house.
Sure. There is the cupboard.
There's the cupboard in the front room, which is like, okay, these are games that we either want displayed or we play quite often.
Or we'd be okay with inviting someone over and they opened it and said, do you want to play this?
Yes.
We'd be like, okay.
Yep.
No problem.
Then we have games that we like, but we just don't get to play them that often, or they're very specific.
Yeah.
And so we put them in the office closet.
Yes.
Then we have games that maybe more like party games or games we're not ready to get rid of, but
we want just in case.
We rarely play them. So those are out in the garage.
Yes.
And then now we have a 4th tier, which is games we're trying to sell.
But we still have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your organization system out there for and how do you sell games? And how do you decide when to get rid of them? Do you purge every year? Or if something hasn't made it to your table in 6 months, do you feel like it needs to leave your collection? Because we have a lot of games that haven't hit our table this year that I wouldn't want to get rid of.
No, totally. It's like the clothes thing where they say, like, put your hangers backwards. And then if you wear something, you put it back the other way or whatever.
Yep.
I need something like that. But again, some of them I don't want to get totally rid of.
Yeah.
Because I can see a time where I'd be like, yes, this would be fun.
Right.
There's always the potential.
It's the potential. It's the elusive what if. Like, I'm going to hang on to these jeans from college just in case they fit one day.
Because they were so cool in 2006.
just in case. So, yeah, we'd love to hear your culling stories, whether you have some advice for us on how to sell our games or give our games, or things that you've done, or if you have a funny story.
A lot of people I've seen online will say, like, donate them to the library. But our library doesn't do games.
I know.
Do they?
No.
They do books, which is good. I mean, I'm glad they do books.
That is good.
Yeah. But it's a bummer. They do no games.
I know.
But we could start it. Like, here's 8 random games that no one will play.
They're not even starter games. They're just...
They're pretty deep. It's like deep cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very specific people will want.
The family-friendly game Narcos.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Go sell drugs and kill people.
Yep, the cocaine.
Secretly.
Oh, man. Okay, we're going to take a break.
Yeah,
we'll come
let's
back.
do that.
We're going to chit and chat some more.
Let's do it.
This episode is sponsored by Showit. Are you stuck in a boring website template? Maybe you don't even know where to start. Experience the true creative freedom with the drag and drop simplicity of a Showit website. Our website, marriedandbored.com, is a Showit website, and we love how simple it is to create. Get started for free at showit.co. You won't be disappointed.
All right, Angela. So another thing that...
you're just jumping right in.
Yeah, we're just jumping.
Okay.
Talk to me about Target. Do you like Target?
I do like Target. Yes.
We were there today, and going back to the top of the show when we were talking about the holidays, like their game selection, and I'll throw Barnes & Noble in this too. Barnes & Noble is a little bit more deep, but is really good these days.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. You just walk through Target, and I guess it's been maybe like a slow build. It's not like this is the first time I've seen Wingspan or Azul in Target.
No, but every time we go, it's just like, oh.
Yeah, there's another strategy game.
There's one today. I was like, have they always had, what did I see?
Well, there was the Great Mail Rate or...
Oh, no, Dune. Dune Imperium.
Dune Imperium.
I was like, have they always had this? That's crazy.
Yeah. And so we were just impressed by the selection at Target. And Barnes & Noble, since you brought it up, has... I mean, we have found games at Barnes & Noble, like the hotness games when the game store we used to go to doesn't have them in stock.
That's true. They are closed now, so,
Maybe that was an issue.
Could have been.
We go to a different game store now. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of Lost Ruins of Arnak.
We searched a while for that one, and then Abomination way early on in the show.
Yeah, totally.
Got that super early. So yeah, we've had really good luck. So this is kind of like a PSA. If you're listening to this show, you know that Target has tons more stuff than it used to.
Yeah.
Check out your B&N, your B Noble.
Yeah.
Stop at the B Noble Cafe, have a coffee.
Oh, is this
have a cookie?
This is also a commercial.
And then, buy a board game.
Yeah, I have to say I bought Planted at Target recently.
Okay. That's I was going to say a show about plants, but we're talking about games. That's a game about plants.
That's a game about plants.
Planting plants?
And I just have to say the box is worth it.
You just like the pretty picture.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of like, I almost don't care how this game plays. Almost.
And spoilers, it's decent.
Yeah. I did like it. And also the materials. I liked the
They like linen cards?
No, not the cards. The artistry on the cards is beautiful.
Oh, the pieces.
Yeah, there's pieces, tokens. So the water and the sun.
That's true. It's very parksy.
There, yeah. So that was my most recent gold star from a Target game.
Yeah, you can find gems at Target. Well, one of the other reasons, everyone, that we wanted to do this anniversary show is just kind of look back on the past year or years of our gaming experience.
Hey, before we look back, do you want to talk about looking forward to GameFound and Kickstarter games that you are interested in?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. That is on the list, isn't it?
It is.
I love lists. Let's go. We wanted to talk about, here's the deal. Board games, I don't know. They're all on Kickstarter. I don't get it. How do you feel about it, Angela?
I don't know if I have a strong opinion.
What about a medium opinion or weak?
Well, so
what's your Scoville level on Kickstarter?
Okay. I would say I 30% don't like it. 40%.
So that's 60% like.
Well, or just there's a large percentage that's neutral.
Oh, okay. So you're just I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, because opposed to what, right? Like that a company would sell it to a game store, or you'd buy it from the company's website and then you'd go and get it that way.
Yeah. Or maybe just don't announce it 4 years early and just be like, hey guys, we have a game, and guess what? It's coming out in December.
Yes.
And then it'd be okay.
I do hate the timeline.
Timeline's awful.
Because you'll send me a link. I'll get all excited about this game. And then you'd be like, okay, cool. It's going to ship in a year and a half. Oh, okay. That my excitement has diminished.
Yeah, there are specific companies that will make exceptions for. Leader Games will buy it.
Yes.
Arcs is not coming out till late next year, and which is a bummer. But also good because it'll be good by that time. But it's all right, I guess we're just going to wait.
Yeah,
There's
just
nothing
wait.
we can do.
Yeah.
But has there been any Kickstarters, Angela, that you actually got really excited about one this last year?
Well, I kickstarted Tussie Mussy on my own without
me?
Without your help. Without you.
No, the Bark Avenue.
Oh, yeah. I got really excited and I still am excited for Bark Avenue. I texted you when you were at Gen Con and was like, I've seen people's Instagrams and they're playing it. Go take a picture. Find it.
And I did.
Yep. So you didn't play it. You didn't demo it.
No, there was only one table and it was always full.
So it just looks so neat.
Yeah, it's about going on a walk with your dog.
Yeah.
Or being a dog walker. One of the two.
And I wanted to do the huge Kickstarter pledge that you were allowed to submit your dog's photo with personality traits about your dog. And now, not to make you feel really bad, but now I kind of wish we had because she passed in June.
Oh, that's very true.
And so she would have been in the game. And,
immortalized in Park Avenue. Poor Lucy.
Yeah, we love Lucy. Oh.
That's a show.
It is. Now you sent me, I think, 3 links.
Yeah, here's the problem with Kickstarter. They come in waves. And unfortunately, it's just all at once or nothing. And so it's just like junk for like all summer. Like sprinkle in a couple good ones, arcs, sprinkle in. There's a really cool Dune 2-player game that was by the same people who did War of the Ring. So it's like that one was really cool. Super interested in that. I might late pledge it. Whatevs.
You pledged Great Wall, didn't you?
Great Wall last year.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's just kind of like, but in the last like 2 months, there's just been so many
I know.
that I've been super interested in. So I'm going to run down. Let's see. I've got 3 of them up here, Angela, and you give me your overall first impressions. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So one of the ones that I sent you was called Cosmoctopus.
Yes.
It is an engine-building, tentacle-gathering board game for 1 to 4 players from the designer of Parks.
Okay.
We like Parks.
Yep, we do.
Look at that. Look at that cover.
Yes.
This is great radio. Look at this. Look at that. Do you want me to back it right now on the show?
No.
Why?
Well, multiple reasons.
Oh, okay.
We are in the holiday season, and I put X's through buying anything. Just because you don't know what's coming to you during the holiday season.
I'm not getting Cosmonoctopus because it doesn't come till July 2023.
I know, but what if you want to spend money on a wonderful Christmas present for me?
That's true. I could get you a purse or flip-flops.
That's his go-to present.
I haven't done that in years. Let's be honest. But for a while it was. Anyways, I don't know. That was one that I was interested in. It's kind of sucking me in with those little tentacles, as they do.
As they do.
So anyways, check it out. Let us know if we should get it. We probably should.
I'm a little intrigued.
Yeah, it looks great.
Because of the design.
And it's co-op or cooperative. Like, how cool is that?
That is cool.
All right, here's another one, Anne, just called Chicken. It's a clucking good time. This, speaking of Parks, is by Keymaster Games.
Oh.
It's a push your luck chicken dice game where you don't want to crack the eggs.
Yes.
See, I knew you'd like this one. Mm-hmm. And look at it, comes in a tube, and there's egg dice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You sort them, you hatch chickens, and then you roll again, and then you pass the dice.
Is it just called Chicken?
It's just called Chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Chicken.
And it comes in a tube, which is really cool. Like zombie dice. Remember how that came in a tube?
Yeah.
And our kids got really scared of that game just because it had a zombie on it.
Not because of the tube.
Because of the tube, because there's a zombie on the tube.
Oh, I see.
And it has a cloth board like PAX.
Oh, that's so nice.
How cool is that? So can we rescind your game buying thing for Chicken?
We'll see. TBD.
It's
give me till the end of the episode.
Oh, okay, sure. And then here's one. This one's called 20 Strong by Chip Theory Games. Mm-hmm. It's a solo game. Solo only dice adventure game, I think.
Okay.
And it has you can buy little modular sets that are set in their little worlds that they've created. So you can get one. This new one is called Solar Sentinels. So it's like in space. You can get a Too Many Bones version.
Oh.
Or you can get a what's this word? Hoplomachus. Remember when they sent swords to everybody?
Yes.
For that game?
Yes.
They have one set in that world too. And they're going to be adding more, which is that's what I like most about it. So you can get all these for like $45.
So this seems like a great game, but I don't know if it's a great game for us.
You think so?
Would you play solo?
It's dice. I'm more intrigued because it's dice.
I have never witnessed you play a solo game.
I haven't. I really want to. Here's what I really want to do. I want to play Oath because no one will play with me. and I want to try it solo and see what it's like.
Okay.
I don't want to set up all that stuff.
No.
This is really small, and it looks like you have 12 dice, and you just roll it.
Well, if you hire me, I'll be your game manager.
Hire me?
Like, I'll run the game for you, because that's what you hate about solo.
Oh, yeah. I hate being the game person.
Yeah.
It's like I'm supposed to know how to play. Come on.
It's too much. It's too much. I don't know.
I don't think I'm going to get it because my friend already had it, and I'll just borrow it from him.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
Wasn't there a Star Wars something or other that you already broke your rule for?
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
Fantasy Flight Games, Star Wars deck builder game. Looks cool. Yeah. You know what it kind of looks like? Here, I read a little bit about it, which is what I usually don't do. Yeah. I usually just see Star Wars. I'm like, cover my eyes. Bye. It had a little bit of Radlands vibes.
Okay.
So, like, you're supposed to destroy 3 bases of the Empire or the Rebels.
So, okay, which to me, Radlands gave me Netrunner vibes.
Yeah, so maybe a slight little bit variation on the 2.
Okay.
But that's all I really noticed. When I read that, I was like, oh, that's like Radlands, which is also like Netrunner. Yeah. Except this is a deck builder, so you're always increasing the power of your deck and doing more cool things. There's probably a market where you get to buy Princess Leia a gun or whatever.
Okay. Well, I'm not actually that mad about it, but I do think it's funny that we talked earlier in the week over text about you found some games on GameFound Kickstarter, and and then we went back and forth, and we were like, okay, we'll wait.
Yeah, for sure.
And then later in the week, you texted me, "Whoops, I bought this."
I just said "oops," and I sent her a link. But it was, I mean, whatever. I have no excuse.
He has no excuse. No excuse. Okay.
Are you guys stuck in the Kickstarter? Not a lot of people that we talk to are like super into it. They'll do it every once in a while. I get caught. So what happens to me is I get caught up in like the hype, like the release hype, where it's just like, this game is out. It made $7 million in 4 days. I mean, it has to be good, right? And so I'm like, ooh, do I want to jump on this train?
Yeah.
Or not? I've gotten a lot better, but like since we started the show, I think there's still a couple that we haven't got yet, just from the beginning of like COVID and all that. So.
I think I can name like right off the top of my head 5 or 6 games that we've pledged that we haven't gotten yet.
Yeah, I mean, we just got one that's behind you, the massive ISS Vanguard, which we need to try eventually, but like. There was that Robinson Crusoe collector's thing that we got. Remember that? We
haven't gotten that.
Final Girl, that was more recent.
Yes.
And then we got The Great Wall, which was 6 months-ish ago, I think.
Arcs,
yeah. I'm expecting that to be...
Fox Experiment.
I'm just laughing because the list...
It just keeps growing.
Keeps growing and growing.
Bark Avenue.
Yep. I guess in a way it's fine. We don't buy a ton... throughout the year. I mean, unless it's like a big occasion. We
don't even really feed ourselves or have electricity. We
have really cool board games.
We just have really cool board games. Oh man, it's a problem for us, the Kickstarter and just buying games, getting caught up in the hype. I get it.
Yeah, because the problem with board games right now is like you want the new hotness, and so like that's where they all are. Is on Kickstarter. So, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Most of the time it costs lots of money.
Yes.
Most of the time.
Yes. All the time.
No, we're doing okay, guys. It's just some funny little thing that we've developed since starting the show. Yeah.
We almost never did Kickstarter.
No, but it's also gotten a lot more popular in the last even year.
Okay.
So many good games are coming out.
So we can't blame it on the podcast.
No, maybe, but no.
Okay, let us know if you are backing any of the ones we've talked about, or if you're interested in it.
Yep.
We'd love to hear your opinion, or anything else you are looking forward to on GameFound or Kickstarter, or if you have strong opinions to not purchase anything through GameFound or Kickstarter.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't into it, and that's totally fine. They feel like there's a lot of fluff in some Kickstarter games.
Like,
okay. Why does Ankh need 455 miniatures?
Right.
And I would say, why does it not need it?
Why doesn't it need it?
No, I don't know. But they just add extra stuff to add extra stuff.
Okay.
And I get that. There's a lot of maybe drama with Kickstarter right now with how they are leaning hard into blockchain stuff. And so a lot of publishers are moving over to backer kits, which was a thing. And if you've gone through the processes, they'll manage your Kickstarter pledge. And so you can go log into backer kit and see like, oh, I've backed 3 Kickstarters that are in some sort of process. But now what backer kit is doing is allowing the crowdfunding aspect too. So a lot of them are moving over to that because of the Kickstarter drama. So it'll be an interesting year.
Well, let's see what happens.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We'll keep you updated.
Now can we look back?
Okay. Now I'll let you do it.
All right. So a few minutes ago, I said one of the reasons
just a few
we wanted to do the show is to look back. And I think on the last time we had just one of these like regular chit chat shows.
Yeah.
We said I presented you with like 3 games that we've never played before.
Yes, you did.
I don't remember what the other ones are.
Old Tree or...
We still haven't played that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You're fired.
I'm fired? I chose Lawyer Up.
We haven't played that much recently. Life gets in the way. Whatever.
I'm looking at you like, yes, we have.
We haven't played a lot of new things. We play a lot of like quick stuff with the kids.
Okay.
And stuff like that. Anyways, Old Tree, or Trie, I don't know.
We don't know how to
Lawyer
pronounce
Up, and then I don't know what the other one was.
I don't know, was it like, I don't know what you told me.
Yeah.
Washington's War?
Yeah. You were like, oh, we're going to play Lawyer Up. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we did that. We said we were going to do that, and I don't think we did.
Are you serious? We totally did.
We did?
Yeah. Yeah. We played it on the coffee table in front of the TV.
Well, that's why I have no recollection.
Well, the TV wasn't on.
Oh.
I'm just saying we don't normally play there, so maybe that would give you a clue as to, like, jog your memory. Mm-hmm. You seriously don't remember?
No, I remember. Yeah, now I do. But going into writing these notes, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get her. Like, we didn't even do this.
No, we played it. We did play it once.
One time. Do we have anything to report on that one time?
It wasn't bad.
I don't even remember how to do it.
I don't think...
You had to match symbols.
I don't think we'd play it again.
You don't think so? Like, I don't feel like, as it slowly is coming back to me, I don't think I got the full experience. Like, I don't even know what the game is.
Yeah, that's true. We probably didn't get the full experience. But I just don't, with all the other games we have, True. I don't know that would get pulled off the shelf.
Even it's, I can't speak. Even though, that's the word, it's a 2-player only. Like, that's kind of perfect.
I know, but we have so many other 2-player only games that we would do instead.
Yeah, I mean, I would play Radlands over this for sure.
Right.
It's quicker.
Yeah.
It's neater, but okay. Yeah. So we failed there. On to Old Tree.
We didn't fail. We played it.
Maybe that one should go in the culling pile.
It probably should.
Oh, man.
Can I just put some other games in the culling pile without your approval?
No. Like what?
I don't know. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Blood Rage?
No, I painted that.
Oh. Well, okay. I'll be nice.
Blood Rage is a hit.
Is it?
When I take it places.
Okay.
It's a certified hit.
It is.
A banger, as they say.
It is a banger. It's just not banging for me.
Whoa. Anyways, we want to ask each other a couple questions about our show and some highlights and lowlights maybe of the show. So, Angela, why don't you hit it off? I don't know. I can't speak tonight. Start off with a couple questions. I'll answer them, and then we'll do a little round the horn.
around the horn.
With all two of us.
Everyone here will just share their answer. All right. We're going to start nice and easy,
Let's
Christian.
do it.
What's your favorite podcast snack?
My favorite podcast snack, I don't know if I have a favorite. I do like Orange Blossom beer when I do this.
Ah, yes.
That's a local brewery in Scottsdale, I think.
Papago? Isn't that Tempe?
Sure. Yep, it's in Arizona.
Okay.
And they do a beer that I like, so I like to have that, and then any sour or fruity candies that's not loud.
Do you remember that one episode when we were doing Whole30 and you had nuts?
Yeah, that sucked. I was just chomping on nuts quietly, like 8 feet away from the microphone.
Oh, that's too bad.
So yeah, Starburst or Sour Patch Kids or...
What do we have on the table tonight?
Cookies.
Chocolate chip, homemade chocolate chip cookies.
We do it good here.
Yeah,
how about you? Do you have your favorite podcast snack?
That's a good question. I like something like warm and cozy, like tea.
Okay.
Like decaf coffee, or even just like, like one of those old-fashioned mixers.
Yeah, sure.
I like that. So that's a drink.
Yep.
Or drinks. I don't know that I have a favorite snack.
You usually don't eat while we do it.
No, because I'm very paranoid about the sounds.
Lip noises?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the truest answer for me.
Well, that's all we ask for is the truth.
Okay. Do you want me to keep asking some questions?
Oh, I'll ask you one. What is the hardest thing about podcasting?
You.
Thank you.
No.
I don't know what that means.
Hardest thing about podcasting. To just start. Like it's one of those things, I don't know what to compare it to. Maybe for me, it's kind of like working out. Like you never quite like want to carve out the time to do it, but once you're doing it, and afterwards you're like, oh, I had so much fun. I'm glad I did it.
Sure.
So I think for me, the hardest thing is just to decide to do it. Okay, we're going to podcast
This is
tonight.
what we're doing. Sure.
Yeah. Because then once we're talking, I always enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. What about the opposite? What about the best?
Well, the best thing is you.
Okay. So I'll take that.
Okay.
Cool. Moving on.
Well, you have to answer it.
Oh, the hardest thing I think is consistency.
Oh, okay.
Trying to keep a schedule, whatever that is, and keep it consistent.
That's a good one.
So yeah, and we were very good at it at the beginning. Like we would play a game for a couple weeks and then talk about it. Play a game for a couple weeks and then talk about it. And we just can't. I think obviously our lives have changed in 2 years because that's a long time.
3 years.
Sure.
Sure.
But what I'm trying to say is and so our schedules are different. We're not having maybe as much time as we had 2-3 years ago. Mm-hmm.
And also,
in the evenings,
we're just so much more immersed in the gaming stuff and caught up in the hotness.
Sure.
That we keep buying. Like we want to play what we just bought, not play something, that's maybe a little bit older to us and keep playing it over and over and over.
Sure.
We want to play something new.
Yeah, totally. So that's the hardest thing. The best thing, I think, what Angela said about once you start, it's like the snowball effect where it just gets, you start having fun after you start. And so that's my favorite thing.
To just feel the flow.
Just flow, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what
I
I'm
noticed
saying?
that you didn't say I was the best thing.
Well, I figured you were waiting for that, and if I just said it, you'd be like, "Oh, you're just saying that because I said that." And
oh no,
this is what my mind does. It goes 18 steps too far.
Okay, your mind?
No, that's yours.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just do whatever.
All right. So what about your favorite podcast listener interaction? Like,
sure. Yeah. My friend Zach from New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoy chatting with him on Twitter. We do that every once in a while. We talk about Marvel Snap. That's all I'm going to say about that game right now, Angela. So that's it.
Stay tuned for the 30 extra minutes for the Marvel.
Don't tempt me.
Okay.
Because I will do it. I will branch this show.
Yep.
And so, like, remember that documentary we watched about Acapulco where they're just like, they forked it?
Yep. Yeah. Acafork.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to do. Married and bored, married and snapped. I don't know.
You heard it first here.
You cannot wait. So, Zach, thanks for chatting. I appreciate it. And also recently, I just threw out a random Instagram post about playing Root on our phone.
Oh, yeah.
And I got some people to join us. So thanks for those who are playing. Orangerful, Board Gamer Girl, and Ordinary Board Gamer.
And you all... So there's 4 of you playing.
Yes.
And from 3 different...
3 different countries.
3 different countries.
Sweden, Canada, and the U.S.
Yeah.
And so we just finished our first game a few days ago. I took 3rd. And I think Ordinary Board Gamer, he won with the cats. He says he always plays cats.
Is he playing cats?
Yeah. If he plays anything else, he loses. And so, like, I'll probably lose. I'm playing lizards this time, Angela, so you have to teach me how to lizard.
I do love the lizards. I do love them.
So that's mine.
Okay.
Do you have one?
Oh, man, there's so many. First of all, I just have to say, like, in total sincerity, I love interacting with people, whether it's through an email or Instagram. I just, even if all we do is like love your comment, you just know that I really do love it.
It brings Angela joy.
Brings me so much joy. And so, okay, the one that's jumping out to me right now is the wonderful guy who wrote you an email before going to Gen Con, who recommended that you bring toilet paper.
That's right. I do remember that.
I don't remember his name, though, off the top of my head.
I apologize.
I'm trying to think of any other, like, I thought of Zach as well, because he also got our chicken sausage reference.
That's true.
Yeah. But we decided it would cost more.
It's so expensive to send something to New Zealand.
But he was so generous.
So we can be Twitter friends.
That. Yeah. Yeah, he was an early adopter of our Twitter, right?
That's right. He's like our only adopter.
Oh, okay. I think, and then I just like that we have found...
Ted's the toilet paper man.
You were interrupting me.
Sorry. Thanks, Ted. I appreciate it. I'll just update everybody. I did not have to use my spare TP.
No,
when I went to Gen Con, there was plenty. But you know what I did? I threw it at somebody.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. That would have been funny, though.
Oh, it would have been funny. It's a missed opportunity.
Next year, I'll just TP someone.
I like all the board game couples that we've...
Couples?
Yeah, like when someone says, hey, me and my wife play this.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Seth and Jesse reached out from Dice to Us Part.
Yep.
We played with, I almost said BGA.
Yep.
With them. They were on our show last episode, so that was pretty cool.
Yep.
But yeah, I can see that.
And we've had people write in, one party write in and say, this is what 2-player games we like to play. And okay, I'm gonna actually highlight after our Lost Ruins of Arnak episode, someone wrote in kind of in a respectful way, like challenging our thoughts about it.
That's true, because
and it did make me look at the game a whole new way.
Okay.
So I really did appreciate that.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Cool. What? Here's a really hard question. Out of all the episodes we've done in the last year,
okay,
not what episode has been your favorite, but what game has been your favorite?
Ark Nova.
That was super easy for you.
Super easy.
Holy cow.
Yep.
I thought for sure you'd be like, oh, well, here, Ange, let me throw you. There's a little curveball.
Okay.
Obsession. That was early in 2022.
I have to still go Ark Nova.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I am
Dune?
obsessed with Obsession. Dune? I do love Dune. Oh. I love a lot of games that we did episodes on this year. I just really love Ark Nova. Okay, well, what about you?
I'm looking at our list of shows, and this is a legit question for you right now.
Got it.
What is unfinished business?
Isn't that Outer Rim?
Okay, yeah, it is. Oh my gosh!
Did you think it was just an episode?
I titled that so poorly, but I was like, oh, I don't know what that is. Okay, anyways, so out of the ones that we did in the last year, some highlights are Unfathomable. I really like playing that game. I do like Outer Rim. So I would think those two are my topsies.
Topsies.
Yes.
All right. I know. It's been what's the best gaming related thing about this year that you've experienced or done or
Well, it's got to be Gen Con. Like that was so cool.
Well, duh.
Yeah, and then I mean, both of us we went on our game weekend.
Yeah,
early
that's
in
true.
the year with some friends.
That's true.
Which we're going to do again next year.
Yes.
And it's going to be really fun.
It's already on the calendar.
It's already on the calendar. Maybe it'll snow.
Snow.
That'll be fun. Maybe bring some more people this time. We had a pretty small group.
Yeah.
Expanded a little bit. We have the room, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, there's always room at the table.
Sorry, if you want to come, let me know.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Especially if you're from Arizona.
I mean, Zach, we're looking at you.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
Easy. It's an easy trip.
Easy trip. Okay. Okay, if I can't steal, I didn't go to Gen Con, and I can't steal the gaming weekend.
Well, I kind of said that.
For both of us.
Yeah, to tee you up.
Oh, okay. Well, I would also say, like, just being part of other people's podcasts.
That's true. We did do that.
We did Critical Encounters, which is a Marvel Champions podcast.
Little collab. We're going on there again in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah. Spoilers. For a little Advent surprise.
Yep.
And then we had Seth and Jesse from Until Dice Do Us Part.
Yeah, that was fun. Looking forward to doing more stuff like that. Little practice with more people on the show.
Yeah. Editing skills,
interview skills. Yeah, it's a fun little thing to practice.
And we just like getting names out there of other people, because if you don't know about a podcast, you can't listen. So
you don't know.
You don't know.
What you don't know.
Any other looking back and reflecting questions?
No.
That you have, Christian?
One thing I'd like to look back on is, Ange.
Yes.
What book are you reading these days?
Oh my gosh. We just had a conversation about this.
As we wrap up the show, let's transition to that. So I've been asking this question for the past, 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And you hate it every time.
I don't hate the question.
You're not prepared for it every time.
That's why I don't hate the question. I just hate that I'm not prepared.
Yeah, one thing I love to do, not just on this show, but in anything like this, where I'm talking to somebody or asking questions. I do this at work sometimes. I make little videos about information, and then I'll just randomly ask them something that I did not prepare them for at all, just to see how they react. And I love it.
Okay.
You don't love it, but you do pretty well.
I do pretty well.
Especially because it's books, which is one of your passions.
It is a passion. Okay. I'm listening to a book called The Sea.
Like S-E-E or S-E-A?
S-E-A, as in the body of water.
Got it. Or the letter.
No.
The letter C?
No.
Okay.
And then it's a short listen. It's only like 4-hour listen.
What?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be longer, but spoiler alert.
It's not.
It's about someone who lives by the sea.
Okay. Who knew?
Okay. And then I am reading a big honkin' book called The Warmth of Other Suns.
So that seems like it would be a sci-fi book.
It is a terrific nonfiction book about the Great Migration of Black people in the United States from 1890 90 or so till 1970, going north and west.
I was like, where did they go? I guess that makes
From
sense.
the south.
From the south.
Yeah.
Where they branched off to. Got it. Very cool.
Should be required reading.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, you said it's a big book. I see it on the table.
Yeah. I'm on page...
It's a tome.
I'm on page 250, and I'm not even halfway through.
Great. You got a long way to go for book club.
I know. So why don't you give me like an episode or two before
to
you
ask
ask
this question
me?
again?
Yeah.
Because you'll just be like, oh, I'm still reading this son's book.
I don't want to... It's like a book you don't want to read fast.
No,
you
I'm
know,
sure
like,
it's pretty rich.
You want to like...
Yeah.
It's like a dense chocolate cake.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard a book compared to that, but...
Get ready.
I'm here for it.
Christian, what you reading?
I am reading... See, you put me on the spot, and I don't even know what it's called. No, it's called Starlight.
Okay.
And it's a Brandon Sanderson book. I was recommended it by a guy at work. Brandon Sanderson's written, like, I don't know, I feel like he writes 18 books a year, which is just crazy. And they're all in different universes. I don't know how he does it. But this one is like, it's kind of young adult-ish, but it's like Top Gun in space.
Oh.
So she goes to the main character, her name is Spencer.
Like with an A at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she goes to school to get to be a pilot, a fighter pilot in a spaceship and shoot down aliens and stuff. So
cool.
It was fun. I read the first book in about 6 days, and then I'm going on a conference trip, and I had to get the second book, so I'm ready to read it. So
awesome. Well, I expect that to be done.
We'll see. I have a lot of work to do, but if there's any free time, for sure.
During any downtime, you must read.
I must read.
Do we want to say what's bringing us joy?
Yeah, sure. I think we got to end the show like we end the show all the time. So, Angela, what's bringing you joy outside of board games?
Nothing. I have no joy.
Whoa,
no, I'm just kidding.
Books.
No, and here's the deal. I have to think of something new.
Well, I mean, like, hobbies are hobbies, so you're always going to be, like, watering plants.
I know, but I want to think of something, even if it's just minute. So here is my new...
I was going to say, think for a minute. I'll talk about mine because I know mine.
Okay.
It's obvious.
What's yours?
What do you think it is?
Don't say Marvel Snap.
You're like, please, not again. No. I went to a concert last Friday night. Of one of my favorite bands, Jimmy Eat World.
Good one.
I got roundabout way. I got to go to sound check, meet them. They signed a record of mine.
Yeah.
But so like I have a thing with concerts is every time I go to a concert, all I want to do when I get home is play guitar.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing for the past week.
I think that's a natural reaction.
It's right behind me. I'm relearning all their songs again.
Yeah.
Just to learn how to play them on guitar, some new ones. And, you know, when you're almost 40, the thing that you want to do most is just be in a rock band. So that's my goal for 2023.
Hey, I'm behind that goal. That's fine.
That would be a cool goal.
Yeah.
To play a show and actually, because we've played shows before. I've played shows.
Yeah.
But it's been, I don't know, 15 years. It'd be really fun to do that again.
I could be a roadie.
You could. You can lift heavy things.
Sure.
So can I.
Yeah.
So yeah, relearning guitar. Not that I forgot, but it's been a while. So it's been a while.
Oh, look at that beautiful voice.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, what is bringing me joy?
Yeah, it's your turn. Don't slip out of this one.
Okay. I've probably said this in the past, but it's just been so wonderful, the weather here.
Oh, yeah. How could it not?
It's just bringing me, guys, it's bringing me so much joy that someone has finally shut off the heat in Arizona. We're still in like the 70s.
Yeah, but coming from 110.
But then in the middle, that's the middle of the day, like high 60s, 70. And then like in night or morning, it's 40. It's
Let me tell you the lows
wonderful.
For the next couple days.
Yeah.
41.
Yes.
43.
Amazing.
49.
Oh my gosh.
51.
Well, I am thoroughly joyful.
It's just really nice to be able to maybe wear pants.
Yeah.
Not that I don't wear pants, but you know what I mean.
Well, and I was on
not just shorts.
I was on 2-a-day showers.
Ew.
I mean, all summer.
Yeah, you kind of have to be.
Because you can't go to bed at night with all that sweat on you.
Gross.
So I am happy to go down to 1-a-days.
There you go. Back to the 1-a-days. Angela, why don't you run everybody through how they can get in contact with us?
Yes.
We're looking forward to chatting with you guys for the next year, into year 4.
Well, it's not the next year, new year.
No, but like our next podcast year.
Our next podcast year. Sorry, I was confused for a second with what you were saying. Okay, guys. We love when you reach out to us. You can reach us on Instagram @marriedandbored. You can reach us on Twitter @marriedbored.
That's right.
You can email us hello@marriedandbored.com. You can go to our website, marriedandbored.com, and fill out the form filler. Any way you contact us, we do appreciate it, and we would love a review if you like our podcast.
Review it. We'll send you something.
Oh, what are we going to send them?
I don't know. A Drax Marvel Champions pack. The one extra. Oh, how about one of my called games?
There you go. Yeah.
A random game from Christian.
Hey, that might be worth it, guys. Maybe you should give a review.
Pay money to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We will see you sooner, hopefully, than later.
Yeah. Next time, let's chat about the holidays and what some games might be that you could buy someone in your life that likes board games.
Ooh, good idea. Little countdown to gift giving.
Let's do it. See you then.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Married and Bored podcast. And guess what? We have a website where you can listen to podcast episodes and so much more. Find us at marriedandbored.com, or you can email us at hello@marriedandbored.com, or follow us on Instagram @marriedandbored. Music in this episode is by Joseph McDade. See you next time.